This is the Maxpedition Sitka. I'm not going to do a full review. This is more of a, hey, let's show off my EDC bag, like that's so popular right now on YouTube. And really, it's funny because I won't go too long into this because I just did a video that was 20 minutes long. So obviously I know how to talk. I had been wanting to do something like this for a long time and had no clue that there was a whole community of people out there that had already figured it out, or that there was gear like this. And it really kind of blew my mind a little bit, and I really kind of took it to heart, and have taken it in my life to be as prepared as possible. So this is the beginning of that. You're looking at the stuff that's new to me is the bag and a few of the things inside it. There's some of the stuff that I already had before. It's scattered all over everything. So let's get started. Like I said, it's a Sitka. They make the Kodiak that's a little bit bigger. They make the No Attack now that's a little bit smaller. And it's basically, your deal on a gear slinger. Now the gear slinger means that it's a single strap, and it's designed to, if you don't know what they are, it's designed to be able to sling around you. So you can have it on your back as what would be most like a backpack, and then sling it around and be able to actually use it on your chest so that you can keep walking. You have your hands free still. You don't have to set the bag down, and you can get to all your stuff in there. So they're very popular. What I've done to mine as an EDC, externally you can see I changed some of the poles. I decided I didn't want to get too crazy, with patches and stuff like that. I've got actually some custom patches coming with, a name patch on there, but I don't think I'm going to get too awfully crazy with that. I was going to do a coyote tan and black motif on the whole thing, and kind of moved away from that. The coyote tan, I've changed here. This is their security system, and again, check out what that actually means. But basically, you can use this loop and tie it into the other zippers to secure your bag from somebody, while it's on your back, somebody actually opening those zippers and getting your stuff inside without you even knowing it. This definitely helps prevent that. It's a deterrent. It's not perfect. You could, take a knife and cut it off, but it's for, for somebody that just wants to get in your stuff and doesn't want to try very hard getting it. It's great. I did go ahead and cover this handle, the secondary handle. I did it for several reasons. One, I think it looks cool. I used and you can see on these poles right here that these match. This is my main pocket poles. This black with white isn't white. It's a 3M reflective tracer. And what that means is when you shine a light on this thing from across the room, especially the further back you get, and it's like up close, you really can't tell, but you have the bag in a corner of a darkened room or something like that, this really jumps out. And it's not something that I had even knew existed again before this stuff, before I got into this. I haven't really seen too many people use it on their EDC stuff, but it exists. And I, for one, really like the way it looks, especially in the Cobra weave, and with the black, the plain black. So just getting right into it. First things first, the Sitka is a medium-sized bag, and I say medium. Plenty of people are going to say, well, a backpacking backpack is if that's a large bag, then this is a tiny bag, and you'd be right if you're comparing it to other EDC, other bailout bags, other shoulder bags. This is what I would consider to be a medium-sized bag. It's a good size for EDC. It's not a good size for being EDC and also packing clothes or a bunch of other stuff in there. In my opinion, just not going to happen. You're going to run out of space very fast. For carrying my day-to-day stuff, though, I've still got room in here around this bag. I can move stuff around a little bit if I have to, but I probably won't have to too much. I can still carry everything that I want to use to be prepared, and also other stuff. So that was the whole point. And in that regard, I'm very happy. If I had to move up to Kodiak, I wouldn't cry. But this is a popular bag for a reason. So one controversy, quote unquote controversy, out of the way. I got into this EDC looking several weeks back on YouTube, watching videos, going to forums, boning up, trying to get as much information as I possibly could. And one thing I noticed on a No Attack YouTube video was that he had used it with his iPad, and I'm thinking, great, I've got an iPad, I want to be able to carry it around. I consider that, you know, everyday carry. By the way, it's a fantastic computer if you want to carry something that's small that has a large battery life, you don't need to, what I call content creation. The iPads, take a look at it. I know there's plenty of Apple haters out there that will never buy an iOS device or Apple anything. Right now, and there's some very good tablets coming online, but right now it's a very solid choice if you want to be able to carry something with you that can access the internet, your email, maybe entertain you, and it's a good size. Okay, so that out of the way. This, the back pocket, or the back side, I guess, is this nice foam. And it definitely helps pad the rest of the pack against your back. That's not the reason why we're talking about this, though. We're talking about what's in the bag, and this zipper covers what's supposed to be a water bladder holder, and you know I plan on using that for day hikes. But in the meantime, for most of my daily life, I'm not going to have a water bladder back there. I'm going to have my iPad back there. Now the controversy comes in. And I'm backtracking a little bit, and I apologize. The controversy comes in that there are some Sitka owners that haven't been able to really fit the iPad in there to their liking. And I think I know why. This is just a normal iPad. This is a Griffin, I forget the name of the sleeve. This is a Griffin sleeve. I'll put the iPad to the side. But it does fit back here, and there's some that have had the Apple holder, and they can't fit it in this pocket. There's some that have been able to, and I think I know why. The reason why is because when you get into the main pocket, if you cram this thing full, I had this lower pocket full earlier. I had this pouch in there, in this pocket with this, and this little plastic bag. I'll get into what these are in a second. When I did that, I really had a problem slipping my iPad into the back. So maybe the trick is not to load these pockets up completely because it stretches the fabric a little bit, and it's not that the iPad won't fit, it's just not a good fit at that point. But I have no problem slipping this in there with my loadout. Since this is in my hand, I'll get into what this is. For me, this is a small toiletry kit, and this also starts a plea for you guys for a little bit of help. I need something better than this. This is a hard drive, a Vantech hard drive carrying case from way back when. I just had it in my stuff, and I'm a contact wearer. I have some toothpaste and a collapsible toothbrush in here. I need something else. I really like some suggestions. I looked at some of the other Maxpedition pouches and stuff like that. None of them seem to be quite right, and what I'd love to do is I would love to be able to put it in this area beside my EDC. Now, right now, this is a first aid kit, just a simple little first aid kit, simple little tin from County Com. I'm not even going to go into what's in there. Standard stuff, Band-Aids. The pills on the outside are Benadryl and a little bit of Sudafed. This is just in case first aid kit, but it's pretty, you know, a moleskin, some scissors, stuff like that. Nothing special about that. I'd love to be able to put said toiletry bag right here next to my EDC pocket organizer. And if I can't, I can't. You know, if there's nothing out there that'll fit there, you know, that's great. But I'm looking for something that has some loops inside it, a little bit of organization for that stuff. So there's my plea.